All right. Shalom, shalom, and shalom, Sister Deborah, coming with a message. And this message is titled The Raft of Yah. The Wrath of Yah. Let's first ask you the question. What would you say is the wrath of Yah? What would you say? A lot of people might question a lot of things they hear, especially from Sister Deborah, because people are looking for the itchy ears to really be soothed. People are looking for a way that's going to appear as if it's going to make them feel better. It's going to make them turn a certain way that's going to be better for them. And that's about right. The way people might think, they might feel. And it's okay. It's okay. It's good. It's a good thing. What makes it a good thing? Because it's so many times prophesied. Two different kind of people on the earth. Two different kind of spirits on the earth. Two different kind of minds on the earth. Two different kind of hearts on the earth. And because people don't believe it, then they won't receive anything that caused them to think about really where they stand out of those two. When Sister Deborah is going to talk about this topic called the wrath of Yah. And I do know it's a form of disrespectful. People have been so disrespectful toward Yah to where they don't feel even he himself should have a wrath. Okay? A wrath. They feel that he's supposed to be loving and kind and merciful, grateful, and he's supposed to do this and he's supposed to do that. Just like all these artificial religions. They put Yah in a way that makes them feel comfortable in the way they want to live. But I was just here reading Revelation 15 and thought about what it's saying about the wrath of Yah. And I'm speaking Revelation, so you know Revelation is for us today. I know you can't apply it, right? You're not good with that, okay? But that's okay. Sister Deborah finna teach that thing, okay? And I think that he has been terribly disrespected because people don't want me saying nothing that makes them uncomfortable. But like the Father say, they have to first cross me to get to you. Mm, 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 mm. All I needed was he that is greater in me to say that to me. And when he said that to me, that was it. That was good enough. They have to cross me to get to you. That means you have to feel about Yah the way you want to feel about me. No matter how I break this thing down and teach it, the Father has given me enough comfort to assure me they got to be this way with me before they can be this way with you. You see? When I get to Revelation 15 and verse 1, John is saying something here. And it has to do with the wrath of Yah. Now, if they are not preaching and teaching and ministering and instilling the wrath of Yah in this day, guess what, y'all? They are the seed of the darkness. They are created to serve flesh. Because in this day, Yah's wrath is prophesied to show up and show out in this day here. And we're running around thinking people supposed to teach to us a way that's going to make us feel comfortable in our lying. Because that's what people are doing. They're first and foremost lying to themselves. Because themselves is their worst enemy. And the only way they're going to accept anything if they are lied to, if they are deceived. This is the sort of stuff that makes people feel comfortable in this midnight hour. And they are content. But what Sister Deborah is about to talk about is the wrath of Yah. To let you know, in this day and time, Sister Deborah ain't got no business teaching you any patty cake, bake a man. Please say something. Please say something if you can. Because they want you to play with them and teach them in a way that makes them think that they are okay, the way they are conducting themselves, the way they are walking in this living. Because you remember where it says, ye are to walk in the spirit. That means the spirit way that Yah is leading you, you are to be walking in that. That means it's a realm that you should be walking in this day and time. But no, they don't want that realm. They want the realm that makes their flesh feel comfortable right where they at. So let's go to Revelation. Revelation 15 and verse 1. John said, and I saw another sign in the heaven, great and marvelous, 7 angels, having the 7 last plagues. First and foremost, right there. Plagues. Remember Egypt, Pharaoh, Moses? There were plagues. So here John is saying in Revelation. Now, what John is talking about? We right here at the end, y'all. John talking. I saw another sign in the heavens, great and marvelous, 7 angels having 7 last plagues. Now watch this here. For in them is filled up with the wrath of Yah. As long as I'm teaching the way that I'm teaching, even those who tune in and have been for quite some time will listen, but not hear. Would hear, but not listen. Because this is not the type of message that their own ear would allow them to hear. Now, John is telling us here in Revelation, end day, end time, 15, chapter 15. He said, for in them is filled up with the wrath of Yah. Who is that? The 7 angels having the last 7 plagues. And the last 7 plagues are filled up with the wrath of Yah. Let's go to verse 7. We still in Revelation chapter 15. We over here in verse 7 and 8. And one of the 4 beasts gave unto the 7 angels 7 golden vials, full of the wrath of Yah, who liveth forever and ever. They was given 7 golden vials, full of the wrath of Yah. So what makes you think you down here in these end days to get your itchy ears soothed? This is a time like no other. Sister Deborah is not down here to serve the Father in a way that's supposed to say the things that make your flesh feel comfortable. I think about the message that I pour out, and I wouldn't have it no other way, because only He, Yah Himself, would allow those that are in Him and He is in them to understand this is not a day that man is going to have their way. This is not the day. This is the end day. This is the day of judgment. This is the day of wrath of the Father. And I've been telling y'all that. Revelation ain't a time where you're supposed to be praising the Father regarding Babylon coming down. Because you don't have any idea. You might be right here with Babylon going down. Because people really don't understand that remnant that He's coming for. They still have placed themselves already in the kingdom. They have placed themselves already on Mount Zion. And down here against everything Yah stands for. But yet, they say He coming for them. So when you get to Revelation chapter 15 and verse 7, it says, and one of the 4 beasts gave unto the 7 angels 7 golden vials, full of the wrath of Yah, who live forever and ever. Verse 8, and the temple was filled with smoke from the glory of Yah and from His power. And no man was able to enter into the temple till the 7 plagues of the 7 angels were fulfilled. These are plagues that the Father's wrath have suffered to come onto the earth to fulfill His will in this day, y'all. When I say in this day, in that day, it's the day that we're in, the day before today, as today, and tomorrow. Many have no idea that Yah is not on your side, because you want to hear something that's soothing to you, that make you feel it's okay to listen to somebody who's giving you spirit and truth. No, they don't want that, because it does not tell them anything about them being all that and some. Oh, they want the praise. They want to be praised. That's what's wrong with people today. They want to be exalted. They want to be praised. They want to hear about Him coming to get them and taking them over there with all they entitled to, just like the Hebrew Israelite men. I just saw a video. I didn't see it, but I saw a video that had a title. I didn't know they were still gang banging. Them YouTube camps. I didn't know they were gang banging. I knew they were gang banging, but not to this level. Oh yes, they gang banging. And I say the same thing. It's gang banging on my page. It is. I'm not gonna sit here and tell you no lie, because you hear and you already know that the great falling away has taken place. You know Yah has separated the wheat from the tare. You know we in the day like no other. So you have to expect the wicked and evil in this day and time. You can't go around saying that, okay, my page, because it reminds me with people, strange people, especially when I meet people, they always tell me, oh yeah, but I got a good church. My pastor is good. My bishop is this. My bishop is that. All praise to the pastors and the bishops. Always. This is always. And I don't bother because that's their God. I don't bother. I let them go on and talk because that is their God. And that's how it is even today. You can't say nothing about anything regarding spirit and truth because people are so rooted in wanting to hear things to make them feel like they've been on track, the righteous track all this time. That's where the issue's at. They want to feel that they have been on the right track all this time. But then I'm sitting here listening to Revelation. It's actually telling you, and I'm telling you Revelation 15 and 16, it's not just there. It's in 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. His wrath, the wrath of Yah, is throwing down. And for you all to expect a lie to be told to you as if everything good and dandy down here, you go right ahead. I know it ain't, it's different. Even this page, like I said, I'm on. I know better. Yah has not raised me up to be the dumb one so you can be the smart one. No. You better check what end you on. And that could possibly be the tail. Because he ain't sent me down here to worship the flesh. He sent me down here to speak spirit and truth. What's the sense of speaking if you can't speak truth? What's the sense of even being a servant of the Most High Yah? He's a spirit, so you have to speak the level of his spirit that's telling you what to say that is true. Oh no, that's too big for people. And here in verse 8, we in Revelation chapter 15 and verse 8. And the temple was filled with smoke from the glory of Yah and his power. And no man was able to enter into the temple until the 7 plagues of the 7 angels were fulfilled. Yah is not in no mood to be coming down here trying to make you straight if you crooked. People don't understand about the broad gate. That's the sort of people you're actually dealing with. When you get to Romans chapter 1 and verse 18, let me explain, show you something. This is why it ain't time to go backwards. It ain't, he ain't sending his servant to go backwards. Pick up Torah. Pick up Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. That's not what Yah is in in this day doing. It's the end day. He ain't got no business going pick up Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. They're in the peace of paradise. A place that you don't know if that's your destiny as well. They got theirs. You on the earth, battling, going up against your own self, trying to get what they already done got. While they in the sleep of paradise, waiting for it. Romans chapter 1 and verse 18. And it says, for the wrath of Yah. This is the wrath of Yah. See, it was back then. Is revealed from heavens against all ungodliness and unrighteousness of men. Now watch this here. Who holds the truth. And then you were sitting looking at me all cockeyed. That's what I was talking about earlier. Enemies at the table that you prepared for me. That's the only way y'all gonna anoint us. If we recognize that he prepared the table, like I tell y'all my lane, he prepared that. I didn't do that. so I can have a place to run to at all times. It is the place where all comfort, assurance, where I can meet with him, and not worry about what's on the outside of that lane. It's a spiritual place, y'all. Not a lane as a lane. But here in Romans, he said in Romans chapter 1 and verse 18, it says, who hold the truth. That's why he's not coming down to make the bent straight, to make it the wicked righteous, to make the dark ones the light, to turn those who are walking in the flesh into those who are walking in the spirit. Nor am I. I'm the servant of the Most High Yah. You see? So here he's letting you know they hold the truth. And that's why I speak so bold on this devil platform. Because that's the same thing. They didn't heard so much truth that is crazy. But what does it lead to? Truth and unrighteousness. Unrighteousness. Because the thought pattern, the mindset, the hearts. Listen to what he's saying. Watch this here. Romans chapter 1 and verse 18. For the wrath of Yah is revealed from heavens against. I'm against them, Deborah. All ungodliness and unrighteousness of men. Why? Deborah, they hold the truth and unrighteousness. That's what I was in the video saying, my last video. They come before the table, but y'all call the table, I built you the table, right in their presence, because they are your enemy. But that's the only time I want to anoint your oil. I want to anoint you, meaning I want to give you what I want you to have. I want you to know me and know spirit and truth right in the midst of your enemy. So he's sitting here telling you they hold the truth. Where is it at? In their unrighteousness, because their thought pattern is unrighteous. Their heart is hardened. You can't tell them nothing but what they want to hear. And then you say something, it makes them feel they in there. They thinking that, oh, I can sit and listen and I'm in there. But what he say, if they do it to you, it's because they have already done it unto me. That's why I think 200, almost up to 200 videos on this page. I'm going to do something and I'm going to try to stick to it and just give what everything Yah gives me, just put it on out. Because Yah said his wrath is out there. Don't go trying to give somebody something to make them soothe them, Deborah. The wrath of Yah is out there, Yah. If I can go through all these verses that shows you the wrath of Yah is already out there. I told y'all that 3 years ago. His judgment, his wrath, his fire is kindled. He has allowed lawlessness to step on the land. He has allowed the angels and principality in high place to come to the land. Oh, yes, they're here. I can tell you that myself. I can tell you that even when they even something that I could do, and I know I put something somewhere or I did something and I know what I did and it's been reversed. Look, I don't play with y'all. I don't stand around here and make myself better than nobody else. I know that them same one he didn't release down to the earth. It's real. The fools out here want to call them giants and the fallen angels. No, they were once fighting the angels that oversee us. Now he has allowed that to come down to the earth. That's why lawlessness is on the land. I sat back in 1 week and saw, actually not saw, but yeah, I did see it, but actually seen about 20 European men that killed their wife and children in 1 week. 1 week. Married a long time too. It's just amazing. And killing the babies right along with the mama. Europeans. It ain't like it's a shock. It's just they used to cover it up so you wouldn't actually know what's taking place among their own nationality. But now it's in the open. Everything is in the open. So I know that there's something on this earth that's causing people to do the things that they're doing. Even the stuff that they putting in the chemicals for these people to smoke. And how the power of guns is causing people to think that they are in full control and that there is no mercy and grace for those that holds these guns. Oh, that's how they are. Just shooting and killing people because they ain't got nothing to do. And the Judah men have done it. The Father has already let me know that, but they ain't done no good, no just to their community, and they're not going to. It's over. But what they have participated in, is teaching these black men to hate their families. And they doing an excellent job because they always did it. That's why Daddy was allowed to be a Rolling Stone. Left out of here, and you thought that was Mama and Daddy, and Daddy used to be gone already all the time. Now you got 7 to 8 siblings all over the place, and these ignorant men in Judah tell you that's what they were created to do. It's so much stuff that's on this earth that everybody bypass. And I like what he says here in Romans chapter 1 and verse 18. For the wrath of Yah is revealed. Let you know, Yah ain't letting none of this stuff bypass him. It's going to pay the consequences. From heavens against all ungodliness. From where? From heavens. Against what? All ungodliness. See, everybody thinking that the judgment is they're going to wait for the judgment seat. When it's time for they have to go before the judgment seat. That's what everybody thinking. Listen to what he said. For the wrath of Yah is revealed from heavens against ungodly and unrighteous men. So heaven is showing you, Yah in the heavens is revealing against these ungodliness and unrighteousness of men who hold the truth in unrighteous. That means that people are doing all kind of sick mess. The truth. But they doing it under what? Or in what? Under and in unrighteousness. That's why people can't feel. You standing and you talking and in their spirit, they can't feel the message. I'm trying to figure out, but Father, I'm feeling that thing. You know why they can't feel it? Because there's nothing in them too. They under that unrighteous feel. They're not moved by it. Because they turn truth into what they can only accept, which is unrighteous. But I like Romans chapter 1 and 18 because he's showing you his wrath is revealed from the heaven. Right here on the earth. The Most High is not in this midnight hour wanting to play with you. So you can continue to play with yourself. Find yourself a little dark room and go play. Because if you come into this page, I'm not going to play with you. I'm going to speak the boldness that rests within me. Since he's the greatest than anything on the outside of me. I'd rather go his route because I know his route is leading me home to his bosom. I'm not going to trust in nothing and nobody, because people are becoming funny. But it ain't that they becoming funny. It was already in them. Did I know it? Yes, I knew it. It was what I already discerned. So you let them keep on playing with themselves in hope. They think that they're going to go somewhere with it. So the wrath of Yah was even back in the days. But in the end days, it's greater, because he's summing it all up to the end. He got the angels with the plagues prepared to bring the plagues down onto the earth. And they have. A lot of you all been missing it. They have. Every time you see and you've heard people teach and preach, they are not going to tell you that the wrath of Yah is on the earth today. Oh, they ain't going to tell you. They don't even need to tell you, because it wouldn't help to tell you, to be honest. That is so true. But with Sister Deborah, I'm his spirit and truth speaker. I have to speak spirit and truth at all times. It ain't about someone accepting it, understanding it, feeling that thing no more. Those days are over. It's about putting it out there. Why? Because I'm the one that is his servant. He's given that task to me. He purposed me for that. So I can't cut short. I can't give the flesh its desire. I have to speak about my Father's business, about his word, about his truth, what he stands for. And I'm here to tell you today, just reading Revelation 15 alone, telling you about how the wrath of Yah is going to show up and show out in the plagues that's before us. Right today, ain't nobody looking for nothing but things to get better. Even those who say that they are Hebrew Israelites, those who say that they are the people, the people of Yah, we are the children, we are Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, we are the true Jews, even them. They can't even discern what is actually taking place. Right now, we need to be discerning Yah's wrath, because it's full of plagues. It's full of it. A lot of us that he has sealed. I ain't gonna say a lot. That small amount he has sealed. They're sealed, but they're not excluded from understanding that the wrath of Yah is at hand. They're not excluded. They're included in seeing the prophecies. Understand what John was saying. John was saying a lot about what was taking place. But then Yah sent his servants today to expound on it, to bring the people to a oneness to understand what is actually taking place. Why? Because when the plagues roll out in its fullness, you'll be the one standing and everybody else falling cuckoo clock. That's why. Because a lot of people are going to be lost, because they're going to, even today, it's never been this many deaths that's on the earth, even during COVID, on the earth, like it is today. Something a lot of people don't pay no attention to. They figure that don't bother me. It ain't me, so I don't care. That's the spirit. Anytime a person think that something is not about them and they're not in it and I'm not concerned, let it happen to them. I'm not in it. I'm not, that's a me, a mine, almost like the word called narcissist, because they have no feeling at all. They can't feel it. They can't see it. They can't behold it. Even if it's sitting right in their own house, they will deny it to the fullness. What do you mean deny? They would deny y'all's wrath. They would deny anything. They would even deny in this midnight hour that ain't nothing going on. Ain't nobody killing nobody. Ain't nobody doing nothing. And all this chaos of darkness is all about us. And we all or have separated ourselves separated ourselves, just as the man that had the 1 talent, because they really think y'all coming for me. It's me he's coming from. It's all about me. Sister Deborah, I ain't gonna even wish I could say that. Not with all he done showed me. He was the one to reveal to me. You notice you have almost 200 videos. I had not even thought of it, but he's been reminding me. Look at all those videos you done put up. That's spirit and truth, Deborah. See, Sister Deborah can't lose. I can't lose. I can't be an enemy to nobody. Not what Yah is revealing to me and allowing me to be on this devil platform to bring forth to a people that he know are brick walls, that he know that won't make them straight even if they crooked. That's how deep everything is. How Yah don't move nobody. Like the one in Romans chapter 1 and 18. He said his wrath is after those, because they hold the truth in unrighteous. But he don't go moving them. He let them go on doing what they do. Why? Because the kingdom of heaven already know who they are. And they too dumb to see themselves. So Sister Deborah, I hope you got something out of it. And I will say unto you, be very cautious in how one thinks that ain't nothing going on, because it ain't at their door. It's at your door. It's in your house. It's in your bed. It's you. Sister Deborah says, shalom and shalom.